Happening in less than 24 hours, a major reduction in air traffic in the U.S. due to the ongoing government shutdown.
The FAA says starting Friday morning, they'll be cutting 10% of flights from 40 of the nation's busiest airports, including SeaTac. KOMO's Theron Zahn begins our live team coverage with reaction from travelers this morning at the airport. Theron.
Yeah, you can see behind me the lines not too long here at this security checkpoint. Now, so far flyers this morning say they feel they're getting out just in time, but they are concerned about their return flights and what happens during the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday. The Trump administration says the 10% reduction in flights is a precautionary move to make sure the skies stay safe during the shutdown. We're told it's to relieve pressure from air traffic controllers who are calling in droves. Now, SeaTac says their operations will not be disrupted, but the FAA says they will work with airlines to handle logistics. So they're going to be a lot of those decisions need to be made here over the next couple of days. But with about 1,000 flights a day that have been coming and going from SeaTac in recent weeks, that means about 100 of those flights will not be taking off.
I'm not worried about this so much as I am about if it continues and we hit the Thanksgiving holiday. That's going to create absolute havoc for everybody.
Have to adapt in some way. It'll probably hit the consumer in their pocket.
The cut in flights will impact dozens of hubs across the U.S. That means there will likely be a ripple impact across airports just about everywhere. And ABC News is reporting this morning that those cuts could start as soon as today at some airports. Now, if you're traveling this weekend or anytime basically going forward, you want to check with your airline to see if maybe your flight is one of those flights that will not be taking off. You want to make sure you don't come here to the airport and find out that you don't have a flight to take, and find out how you're going to get rescheduled as well.
Yeah, you're really going to have to stay on top of your flight information. Theron, thank you.
Well, these flight cancellations come just weeks before the busy holiday travel period kicks off.
Steve is at the live desk with a look at the full list of airports that will be impacted by this across the country. Steve.
Good news is we're not seeing a major impact at SeaTac as of this morning. According to FlightAware, 15 flights have been delayed so far this morning at SeaTac. No cancellations so far. So in addition to SeaTac, the list of impacted airports, you see it on the left here, includes Hartsfield, Jackson, and Atlanta to LAX and Los Angeles, and from Miami, Florida to JFK in New York. So far, I haven't seen any guidance this morning from Alaska Airlines or Delta Airlines, two of the major carriers at SeaTac, but in this lengthy statement here overnight, United Airlines says it will offer full refunds to anyone who does not wish to fly while the flight reductions are in effect. On its website here, American Airlines says it expects the vast majority of its customers' travel will be unaffected by these changes to come over the coming days, adding as schedule changes are made, the airline will proactively reach out to customers who are impacted. Frontier's CEO says if your flight is canceled, your chances of being stranded are high, so he recommends having a backup ticket on another airline.
This morning, Congressman Rick Larsen responding to the move by the FAA. The Democrat representing District 2 in our state called it a dramatic and unprecedented step. In a statement, he says the FAA must immediately share any safety risk assessment and related data that this decision is predicated on with Congress. If we want to resolve issues in the national airspace system, let us fix healthcare, open government, and pay air traffic controllers. The administration and FAA believe this is driven by data and safety.
But we do recognize that the controllers have been working fastidiously for the last 5 weeks with this huge burden over their head of lack of compensation. And we are starting to see some evidence that that fatigue is building in the system in ways that we feel we need to work towards relieving some of that pressure.
Transportation Secretary Duffy declined to put a time frame on how long the restrictions will stay in place.